This is 5 Minute Feng Shui, episode 66, The Year of the Rat. Welcome to the 5 Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Feng Shui. Today we are talking all about 2020 and the year of the rat. Now, every year brings a new set of energies with new possibilities, and this is especially true here at the start of the year of the rat. In 2020, this year represents a 12-year cycle, one that's beginning this year and one that concluded last year with the year of the pig. In 2020, the year of the rat brings so many wonderful new changes and opportunities. Women and men will both enjoy the year of the rat because there's so much great energy coming to both, and both were challenged in the year of the pig. Now, the Chinese zodiac is made up of 12 different signs. So we've just gone through all 12 signs as of last year, and now we're getting ready to start fresh with a brand new 12-year cycle that we're going to start with the top of the zodiac, which is the first sign, and that's the rat. So that fresh breeze blowing through the window for both the northwest and the southwest sectors this year are going to help lift some of that troubling energy that we had to deal with last year, and will kind of mitigate and help manage some of the energy that we're going to have to deal with that's going to come into the middle sector this year in 2020. That's because, like all years, the rat has both benefits or pluses and negatives, pluses and minuses. Every year does, and that's the way the dice roll. But one of the important things I like to stress about all energies is that they're all based on a duality. That means a positive and a negative. So even quote unquote good stars or good fortune stars or energies also have a negative side, and those that are negative also have a positive side. So don't worry too much if you hear about some of the negative energies. Don't get trapped in those, because they have some positives too. But we're going to talk about how to handle those energies that are negative and boost the energies that are positive. Why do you want to know about those? Well, it's kind of like this. If you're driving down the road for a Sunday drive and you're in your convertible and the top is down and your hair is blowing in the wind and you're listening to your favorite music and it's wonderful, if the bridge that's 5 miles up ahead is out, wouldn't you want to know? I don't know about you, but I would. I would like to know if it's out, and I would like to know if somebody says, hey, but if you turn right on Acorn Street, you're going to take an even better drive with more wildflowers to look at and a more beautiful view, and then you're going to not have to deal with that bridge and sitting there waiting and stuck in traffic or driving off of it. That's how I look at the feng shui change each year. I need to manage and handle the negative energies, so then we can go and tap and enjoy the good energies. And it's something, true confession, something that I used to like to ignore. I didn't want to deal with the bad energies, didn't want to hear about it. La 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 la, I can't hear you, like a little kid. But I did that, and it was a big mistake, because those energies ended up biting me. Literally, one time, took a chunk out of my leg. It was a dog bite. Anyhow, and I think had I been more willing to handle the negatives, it's sort of like not paying attention to your bills, right? I don't feel like paying that credit card bill, and next thing you know, you've got late charges and all that kind of stuff. It's much more fun to go out shopping, right? Well, if you handle the bills, then you can go out shopping, and you can do it with a peace of mind. So there's my 2 or 3 analogies that I can give you for why you want to manage both energies in your life and to understand them as the year comes on, because we want to handle anything that's going to come up. Now, last year I had the absolute worst energy that's called the 5 yellow, and the 5 yellow was parked at my front door. But I'm here to tell you about it. I didn't break any bones, although my mother did. She did break her hip, and she also has the same front door. Now, here's what I can tell you is that when you hear me talking about these negative energies, don't assume the absolute worst. I'm going to talk with you about how to handle these energies just like I did, and then you're going to skate through the rest of the year. And I tell you what, for having the worst possible energy at my front door, I had the best possible year. We moved into a new house. We renovated it. I bought a house full of furniture. We did landscaping. We took glorious trips, one to Venice and one to France and Paris and the Champagne region. And so I had an absolutely fantastic year, and I had a giant toad of an energy parked at my front door. So please don't worry too much about it if you hear some negative about some negative energies and it's in your bedroom or it's in your front door. I'm going to talk to you about how to handle that too. Okay, so just relax, and then we're going to talk about how we can boost all the great energies for the year. So let's start off by talking about some key things in 2020. So let's talk about the areas of concern and get those out of the way. So what we want to do is create a life we desire, but we always want to release things that we've been holding on to, negativities. So let me talk about what that means. In 2020, the 7-star is a negative energy and it moves to the center sector. That means we all have to, no matter what house you have, we all have to deal with this. This is called the reigning star. And that means that this is the energy that's going to come in through the year. And we're already seeing it. The 7-star is not very highly regarded because it has a cutting quality. It's related to small metal, like a knife, a scalpel, a tack, something like that. There's a potential, though, that families might squabble. There could be harsh words or cutting off of relationships. And so we want to handle that energy because we want happy relationships. We don't want arguments and bickering. I mean, if you just think about the U.S. presidential election that's going on and the candidates and some of the ugly words that are going back and forth, I mean, that's a good example of that sort of negative things coming from the mouth, because the 7-star rules the mouth, and we know that there is no sharper knife than the tongue, right? So we want to let that verbal kind of vitriol stay with the politicians while we practice understanding, temper management, and learning to develop a thicker hide if we need to. And one of the ways that you can sort of handle this energy is with like a happy Buddha. You see the big fat Buddhas that are gold and they've got a big tummy and they smile really big. They are a great symbol for bringing some happiness and lifting that energy. Now let's talk about how the 7-star is also a star of regret. We all know that sometimes your emotions and words can get the better of you. So we want to watch that we don't say something we regret, because this is a year it can happen. There's also a potential for injury and violence. The 7-star really rules everything from dog bites to electrical shock and accidents, also fraud, theft. So we don't want to take any kind of chances, and we always want to practice safety first, right? So here's how you can use the 7-star energy. Do you need to have some minor surgery done? I know I do. I actually have a weird thing on my shoulder blade that it's bugging me and kind of hurts now, and I need to go have it taken out. And next week, I'm doing that. So I'm getting surgery done. This is a great way to use the energy of the year. So there's also a great energy for creating a new way for yourself. Whether you're moving past addiction, you want to leave or cut off a difficult relationship, you want to curtail habits that you want to quit, like biting your nails or smoking. Whatever you want to remove from your life will be easier because of the 7-star. Now, the one worry that I have is the potential for self-harm, like cutting, or worse, suicide. Now, suicide is going up. Sadly, it's shocking, and we've seen more and more unhappiness. Now, if you have friends or family that you're concerned about, keep close tabs on them this year, because the 7-star can worsen these aspects, and especially things like self-harming and cutting that a lot of younger people do. So if you have a child that you have some concerns about, then definitely keep tabs on them. Now, on the safety front, we know that you have to watch promises, because the 7 rules the mouth, and you want to make sure that you get everything in writing. right? Verbal promises are meaningless. Get it down in writing. So take care with safety and security too, because this is the theft star. The best use for the 7-star is pruning for growth, is what I like to call it. That means decluttering. That means just like you would for a rose bush or a tree, you want to look at how you can remove obstacles, remove difficulties or problems that stand in the way of your personal growth or happiness. This is the best use of the star. It's like pruning shears for your life. Often when you prune trees and bushes, they come back bigger, healthier, and bloom and produce more fruit. That's the lesson of the 7-star this year, is your growth. I want you to use and think about what can you cut from your life that will make it happier, healthier, more satisfied, more content, more in control. Like addiction. This is a good year to be trying to move past addiction, whether that's food or sex or gambling or pornography or whatever your addiction is, alcoholism, drugs, cutting, relationships that are not helpful and not healthy for you. Think about what you can remove from your life and get rid of. Maybe I knew someone who had a big mole on her chin all of her life, and she finally got that removed, and it was amazing what it did for her looks and how people responded to her. It was really remarkable. So I'm not suggesting getting plastic surgery. I'm just suggesting that if removing something from your life, whether it's a mole or a person or an addiction or a habit, then if it's going to help you be happier and grow, that's the way to use that 7-star energy. Now let's talk about the next star, and this is the 3-star. Now it can create some anger over money and work this year. Now money and work, what is it? Couples, the most frequent flights are over sex and money, and it's interesting because sex and wealth actually are two things that are put together in feng shui. But we're going to talk about specifically the north corner and the north sector. The 3-star is there. The north relates to your career, your business, your income, and this 3-star can cause you to become upset and make decisions based out of anger, which is another element that can cause regret. So you want to watch that you quit a job in haste or you argue with coworkers. This is one of those situations that can cause you to lose your cool at work. So you really want to watch that energy this year, that temptation to get embroiled in something at work. You also want to watch arguments about money too. Now, this is the income area. This is the north relates to your salary, what the money you make that week or monthly, however you get paid. Because this is an income area where the 3 jade is that creates arguments, there could be disputes about your job, your income, or promises could be made to you on the job that aren't kept. So you want to be diligent at work and make sure you get all those promises in writing. Also to be pleasant, avoid gossip, and to stay cool on fire. That's good advice at all times, but this year you could find that you are a little bit easier to upset at work, and so we want to really pay close attention to that. Now, the 3-star can also cause legal issues and problems with misunderstandings and disagreements. So read all contracts thoroughly, and when in doubt, don't take someone's word. Get the promises in writing. Have an attorney look at it if you need to. Just be thorough. Rat zodiac signs will also really need to heed this advice in 2020. Now let's talk about health. There is a star called the Black 2 illness star, and it moves to the sector of the south, which rules the heart and eyes. Now, most of the time, the 2-star isn't very serious, but this year it can be. That's because the 2-star is in a fire location, the south, and the fire energy produces or makes the earth energy of the 2-star, making it stronger. So it can take it from being a small lizard that's annoying to something the size of Godzilla. So this year, it's so important to monitor your eye and heart health, especially if you have a south-facing home or a bedroom in the south corner. Because if you do, those energies could be magnified for you. The same is true if you're a horse zodiac sign or you have a 9 quad number. Now, the south is also the sector that rules social relationships. So watch that you don't become annoyed by friends and try to be understanding and let those small things go. And as if this isn't enough, though, the south also has to deal with another type of difficulty, and it's called the 3 killings energy. Now, it is an affliction that you have to face. So what's important to remember about this is that you just make sure that you don't have your back turned to the south, because if you do, it can cause you a variety of problems. It could create problems with misunderstandings, politicking, slander. You could lose a job. You could lose a relationship. These are really important, especially if you're at work. Anywhere you spend a lot of time, you want to make sure that you don't have your back to the south. So if you sit at a desk where your back is turned to the south, then you're going to want to maybe just shift your 90 degrees or 45 degrees if you can. That's what's key. Now, if you can't move your desk, get some protectors like a Quan Kang or some Fu Dogs to face that direction, the south, where you have your back toward, and that will help offer you some protection. Now let's talk about the big Mac Daddy of the year, and that's the 5 yellow. This is the energy that I was talking about earlier that was the energy that is the most perilous. It's the one that is often called the disaster or calamity star. This year it flies to the east, and that impacts family relationships and the oldest son. So you want to make sure that your oldest son is healthy and protected, and you want to make sure that that he's not doing anything risky. It's just not a good idea to do any kind of risky endeavors, especially if this is your bedroom or your front door is located in the east. You'll also want to monitor your health closely. Weird bumps and lumps show up, get it checked out right away. Anything comes up health-wise, have it checked. Now, the benefit is that the 5 yellow is in a weakened state because it's an earth energy and it's in a wood direction. Now, what you need to know, though, is that even though it's in a weakened state, don't dismiss its ability to harm you. So one area of the body that is particularly prone to this 5 yellow energy is the feet, because the east rules the feet. And in Chinese thought, the feet are actually a source of health for the entire body. The whole body can be seen in the feet, according to Chinese reflexology. So you want to be careful that you don't trip, don't leave your shoes untied, that kind of thing. Maybe it's not a good idea to do the black diamond ski runs, that kind of thing, because you could be knocked off your feet. Like with a broken leg or a broken hip or broken foot, broken ankle, something like that. This is also the sector of family relationships. So work to keep some family harmony going, because sometimes the 5 yellow can create bickering or some falling out, and we don't want to do that. Now, you can alleviate the influence of the 5 yellow, which is known for tumors, cancer, broken bones, major financial problems, and severe accidents, by adding a 5 element pagoda. This is a special feng shui item. I don't normally recommend them, but this particular one I do. It's called 5 element pagoda, and it's a metal object. It's about 8 inches tall, and the top opens, and you can put dirt from that corner of your home, the east corner. You can put dirt and fill that in your 5 element pagoda, and then you put the top on and you seal it, and you hide that 5 element pagoda in the east corner in the in that sector of your home, the east sector, and put it in a cabinet or a closet or something like that. You don't want to leave it out on a table. The idea is that we want to lock up that energy of the 5 yellow. Now, a really terrific way to lock that up is to sweep. When you're ready to sweep in that corner of your home, you can sweep up all the dust and crumbs and what have you, and put it in a dustpan and put that in your 5 element pagoda. And if you're in the east corner, just go find the east corner of your house and just go take some dirt from that right by your house and put that in there too. But if you're in an apartment, you don't have dirt, that's fine. Just sweep that area that I was talking about and put that in there. Now, another thing that you can do is, if this is your bedroom, is to make sure that you have plenty of green, have plenty of white colors in your bedroom, like white sheets, white bedding, that kind of thing. You also want to make sure there's no candles in the east corner of your home, no red colors, there's no banging or clanging or digging around there. That's really, really important that you do that. All right, so we've got these major energies that are at most potential for creating problems for you in 2020. And now we've talked about them and how to handle them and to move on and create a barrier for your home. One last thing I want to mention about the five yellow is that if you've ever seen the lucky bamboo, you can put some lucky bamboo in a clear vase with some rocks and water, and that makes a great remedy for the five yellow. Just make sure you don't put those plants. If you have a bedroom in there, just don't put those plants in the bedroom because they're not good feng shui. But if they're any other place in the house, you can put it there, and that will help that. Now let's talk about areas of growth, money, and prestige, because we got some awesome stuff, and love. Well, first off is we're going to talk about the 6 blessings and windfall star. It visits the wealth sector this year. This is terrific because it brings great business potential to the southeast corner of wealth. You can make impressive gains if you tap this energy of the 6 blessing star by adding elements that promote the 6 star, like crystals or earth objects or metal objects. The 6 star is always a welcome guest and brings with it surprise money, good fortune, power, and prestige that brings benefits to women in particular this year. And the homes that have a southeast front doors or bedroom or living room, they especially benefit. It's very exciting to see this 6 star come to the wealth sector. I really love it, and I think it's going to do great there. This is a really wonderful place to put a wealth bowl too. So add a wealth bowl to the southeast corner of your home, or add a wealth bowl to your southeast corner of your living room. If you have a bathroom in the southeast corner, or a kitchen, then you'll want to put a wealth bowl in the southeast corner of your living room. Remember, any area that if you have a negative energy, Oop, you just heard my cash register. When I make a sale, I have a cash register sound that comes up on my computer. It's really kind of fun. But as I was saying, this is an area where if you have an affliction and you have a bathroom there, or a garage, or a big closet, that's great. Or even a laundry room, that's terrific because it's going to handle that affliction. But if you have a garage, a laundry room where all the good energy is going, well, then you've got that great energy and it's going to waste. So we want to tap that energy by activating that corner of your living room instead. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So let's talk about the 1 victory star. This moves to the northeast sector of education, wisdom, and writing. So if your house faces northeast or your bedroom is located here, you're going to love the opportunities that are going to come your way in 2020. You'll also experience a chance to leapfrog past your competitor if you're in sales or you're applying for a job, and you'll love how effortlessly things will seem to click in place for you. Plus, there could be good news about money tied with education, such as scholarships, awards, or internships. My son, as I'm talking about this, is talking with a Fortune 500 company about a potential internship this summer, all summer, and we're really excited, and knock wood, because I think it would be really terrific for him. Now, you want to take advantage of this 1 star. We want to watch for new ways to make money and new business opportunities to come, especially from those things that are centered around education, finishing a degree, getting a certificate, or even teaching a class, maybe writing a book. Authors and writers will doubly benefit from working in the northeast corner of your home or living room. And to tap this energy, you want to add lots of metal objects like gold items, wealth ingots, a wealth bowl, and objects like a conch shell or a brass bell. This will help you stimulate more money and income in 2020, especially through educational and writing pursuits. So this is all great stuff here for you in 2020. Now, love is going to be so beautiful. It's like a Valentine's Day all year long, 365 Valentine days. That's because the love star has moved to the southwest love sector of romance, making the southwest sector of your house doubly infused with sweet love energy. So make sure that you boost this area with crystals, red objects, fresh flowers. It's also the energy associated with education and writing. So this is a perfect spot to study or to write for students or for writers or anyone who wants to do PR or get ahead, like in sales or up their recognition. So add objects of love here for love, education, writing, and even travel. This star will help you add romance, eloquence, intelligence, and travel to your annual radar. And even more so if this is your bedroom or front door. You can also add an image of a globe located here to help you with exams, writing, and moving ahead in education and travel. Now, if you're single, you can hook up and take your pick of admirers by adding a pair of mandarin ducks in the southwest corner of the living room this year, or the southwest corner of your bedroom, or both. Sheep and monkey zodiac signs will be in high demand if they're single, and they also might be hot to trot or full of love and sweet feelings for their honey. You might find that your monkey or your sheep is extra amorous this year. This area is also a great area for students and writers to spend time in. Students will learn more and they'll learn better by studying here. And writers can magnetize others with their words this year if they write in this corner or if this is their front door or bedroom. If this is your bedroom or front door, you may find that your engine is revved for romance. This is a great help for couples looking to reignite their passion. If this is your front door and you're in a relationship, do something really special this year with your sweetheart, because the two of you could fall in love again, recommit, maybe a second honeymoon or a wedding would be excellent ideas for anyone with a southwest bedroom or southwest door. It'll be terrific for you. Now let's talk about the 8 wealth star. The prosperity star moves to the northwest. This is the corner of helpful people and the man of the house. Any kind of financial planning, investing, and saving will be rewarded, especially if this is your bedroom or front door. If you don't have an investment account, get one started or hire a financial planner. This is the year when this relationship will be especially beneficial for you. Now, the man of the house will often find money and opportunity will meet up with them, or that money and opportunity come from, if you're not a man, because of the northwest, if you have a strong northwest corner, or your bedroom's here, or your door is here, or your living room is here, you may find that money and opportunity come from men, or come through international business dealings, maybe the internet or web-based business, or even investments in metal. One of the things I've been predicting was that gold was going to go up, and sure enough, it's up to 1,500 from 1,200 earlier in the year, or last year. So I anticipate it's going to continue to go up. Now, how do you activate the prosperity star? You want to add plenty of lights, crystals. You can add water features or water elements like a conch shell or images of fish. Really, this is a star that is energized by people. So if you have a northwest living room or a northwest front door, have people over. Invite people over, do business at your house. Spend plenty of time in this sector to boost your prosperity, and it will make your fortunes rise. It's amazing how this energy loves to be activated. So spend lots of time in the northwest corner this year. Keep it light and bright and well lit. Now, the areas that I talked about earlier, where the blessings and windfall star is in the southeast, the one victory star in the northeast, the southwest, and the northwest. These are all areas where you can do renovations and changes to your house, and it'll be just fine this year. The areas that have afflictions, you don't want to do renovations there. Now let's talk about some zodiac signs. This year offers great relief to the signs like the ox and tiger, dragon and snake, and sheep and monkey. In fact, most of these signs will have some wonderful benefits coming to them. Now, the most challenged signs in the year ahead are rabbits, rats, horses, and roosters. You're really just going to have to take care of yourself, watch your health, drink plenty of water, take your vitamins, get plenty of rest. Really just focus on good health this year and good mental health, take time off when you need it, that kind of thing, and take care of yourself. That's really key. Now, Let's talk about your Qua number. So if your zodiac sign is challenged like rabbits and rats are, then check to see your Qua number. So for instance, if you have a 1 Qua number, you expect lots of business opportunities. In 2020, the luckiest Qua numbers are 4 because it has the blessings and windfall star, the Qua 2 and 5, Qua for men. They have the romance star shining on them. Qua 6 is blessed with prosperity and opportunity. And Qua 8 and 5, women can expect income, advancement, and transformation. Now, the Qua 7, people have the opportunity to make money in the future and for more social advancement. So anyone with a Qua 7 is going to want to be looking at how can I make money for the future and get that set up. Qua numbers with difficulties include the Qua 3. You're going to want to watch for your health, your wealth, and relationship difficulties. You're going to want to take extra care and watch for any signs of trouble, so like health problems, so you can get it and nip it in the bud. Qua 9s are going to also need to monitor your health and finances and avoid any risk taking. And Qua 1s should be careful of temper and legal troubles or misunderstandings and avoid gossip at all costs. Well, there you have it. The year in a nutshell, and right at 30 minutes. We've got just a few more minutes before we're on to the last 30, but I want to give you 3 tips as always in this year. But I'm actually going to give you a bonus tip. So let's talk about tip number 1. We want to make sure that we activate the Northeast this year with metal or water symbols. I really like metal symbols, and especially like wind chimes or anything that's gold or silver colored in the Northeast corner. This could be the northeast corner of your living room too. So if you can't activate the northeast corner of your house, activate the northeast corner of your living room. Number 2, activate the Northwest Prosperity Star to activate it for more opportunity, success, and good fortune and wealth. This could bring opportunities internationally, especially if you have an online business or you work with men or you travel for your job or you do any kind of international work. It's really going to make a difference, especially for the people with front doors or bedrooms in the northwest corner. Oh, you're in for a great year. Tip number 3 is activate the southeast wealth sector because it has the heavenly blessing star. And what that means is those surprise checks that come in the mail, the royalties you weren't expecting, earnings or inheritances, lottery tickets even. These are those surprise windfalls like a tax rebate or a tax refund, something like that. We want to activate that with crystals or a wealth bowl in the southeast corner of your living room or home. And then the last tip is all about love. Love is going to be in the most perfect position this year. If you are in a relationship, work on that relationship. You could reignite passion and romantic and deep feelings for one another. And if you're single, you've got great energy this year to pursue a new love and to attract love into your life this year. Make sure you add those mandarin ducks or love symbols and objects and keep the southwest brightly lit and add some pretty crystals in the southwest corner to activate more love energy in your life. And hey, whether we're single or committed, we need more love in the world, don't we? I think we do. All right, well, there you have it. That is the year of the rat in a nutshell. Listen, let's talk about the year of the rat. And if you want more information, be sure to check out my 2020 Year of the Rat Success Pack. In it is an e-forecast book that tells you everything for every home and every house facing direction, every bedroom. There's an audio, there's an MP3 download for it, audio download with it. And there's also a workbook, my action guide, that gives you a full year of monthly flying star changes. So you know month to month exactly what's going to happen, as well as an outlook for every zodiac sign. The action guide is a workbook for you to work on your goals, your dreams, and everything you want to accomplish, and has a full list of all the new moons for the new year. So there you have it. Check it out. You can get more information at redlotusletter.com/rat. Have a great week, and thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to 5 Minute Feng Shui today. The Year of the Rat is coming, and I want to share with you where you can find money, love, and opportunity in 2020. And it's all in my annual Feng Shui forecast, the Success Pack. You get a full year of in-depth feng shui details about how to use the energy of the year for success and prosperity. That's because every year we're showered with a Roman candle of opportunities for money, abundance, love, and opportunity. You just have to know where they are. And my Year of the Rat Feng Shui Success Pack includes all the details for every house and every zodiac sign. You also get this year's lucky clothing, handbag, and wallet colors. So be sure to go to redlotusletter.com/rat for all the details on the Year of the Rat and how to make this year the year of your dreams.